I mean, when I got here, it was pumping. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. I've never been here before. I've seen videos. I saw a lot of videos and pictures from other people playing here. And I'm like, is it really that long? Right? That's my first thought. And then when I walked into the room and I saw it, it really is that long. But what I noticed that they do is that it's not a sound system just in the front. Every so often, the speakers. So everywhere you stand, it doesn't matter if you're in the back, it still sounds amazing. And the vibe was incredible. And tonight, like I started, you know, I got to play with some really incredible DJs tonight, and it was awesome. They let me do what I wanted to do. I played a little bit, I brought it down a little bit, then I brought it up, and then I fucking banged it up. Honestly, London to me is probably one of the most important cities to break, right? I come from New Jersey and New York where we didn't have dance music. And then I came here, and in London, when I came here back in 1991, 92, you guys had pirate radio stations playing dance music. You guys had Kiss FM, you have MTV fucking dance. You guys have so much, and what I love about London and England in general is that you guys give an opportunity to people who are unknown. The more unknown you are, the bigger chance you get from people like Radio 1 and people who actually love music because they want whatever's fresh and whatever's new. You know that doesn't happen anywhere else in the world. So to me, London is probably, to me anyway, the most important city to break. If you break London, it'll cascade everywhere else. I mean, I'm just happy right now. You kidding me? It's getting funky again, it's getting soulful again, and the masses are appreciating it. You know what I mean? Like 5 years ago, it wasn't like that. You know, underground was still underground, and it was still like this. Now, underground has taken over, and now you can make the music that you love, and it's great to have an audience that loves and lets you know they're loving it. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. So yes, intensity's still going, but it just comes out of loving what I'm doing and loving what I get from people. You know, tonight, I mean, the response was amazing. I love doing my own events, right? But it's also amazing when you give people like a plethora of DJs who are playing good music. Because you know what, normally you wouldn't get that. Like normally, like if you go to a club, maybe you'll have one DJ, maybe two, right? Like a good opening DJ, whatever. I think events like this, especially that they go all day, you know what I mean? You don't have, you could be home by midnight and have had the fucking night of your life. I love it, like when you play something they don't know, all the big flashes come from the back. And by the way, I'm not like a guy who likes people pull out phones. And maybe I do. You know what? It shows me that they like what I'm playing. And it wasn't because it was a big record. It was because it was a record they didn't know. It's a difference, for me anyway. You know, we're in a different day, and you know, whoever doesn't want to accept the day that we live in, I'm sorry. But to me, it made me feel fucking like, yes, that's my track. It's coming out in April, bitches. Initially, the reason why I whistle during my set is the same reason why I carry a siren with me. It's just about at the right time, either when it's a peak or when it's a low. When you whistle, everybody hears it. I want to tell you something though. I used to whistle so hard and so loud that I got a polyp in my throat and I couldn't talk for about 3 months. But I love it anyway. But that's why I carry the siren too. And for me, it's a way to give people energy. Just when the music, you know, like when it's like, and it just goes down there, boom, 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 and you whistle, and then you hear people whistle back, it's just the energy back and forth between you and the crowd, and that's why I do it. To be honest, I think especially now in this day and age, where a lot of clubs are closing, where you know where the people don't understand why people get together to listen to dance music, where people think it's just about drugs, they don't understand it's about music. I think it's really important to have venues like this, and venues like there's not that many, by the way, and this to me is my first time. And again, I'm going to repeat, better not be my last, because it was amazing. But I think it's really important to have venues like this. And, you know, like in New York, we don't have something like this. I wish we did. You know what I mean? In Miami, this is really amazing. And you know, it's like, to me, I hope you guys understand what you guys have and come and support it. I had an amazing time, and my first impression of this room is, holy shit, I want to be back. You better have me back, motherfuckers. I'm telling you right now.